and I have been translating away. There is some allegory there about a dog keeping company when the Mahabharata is being read and translated. Most people have thought I was mad, even if they never quite said that. Among those who believed and thought it was worthwhile, beyond immediate family, are M. Veerappa Moily, Pratap Bhanu Mehta, and Lavish Bhandari, and my sons Nishanka and Vidroha. The various reviewers of different volumes have also been extremely kind, and many readers have communicated kind words through email and Twitter, enquiring about progress. Penguin also believed. My initial hesitation about being able to deliver was brushed aside by R. Sivapriya, who pushed me after the series had been commissioned by V. Karthika. And then Sumitra Srinivasan became the editor, followed by Paloma Datta. The enthusiasm of these ladies was so infectious that everything just snowballed, and Paloma ensured that the final product of the volumes was much more readable than what I had initially produced. When I first embarked on what was also a personal voyage of sorts, the end was never in sight and seemed to stretch to infinity. There were moments of self-doubt and frustration. Now that it is all done, it leaves a vacuum, a hole. That's not simply because you haven't figured out what the new project is. It is also because characters who have been part of your life for several years are dead and gone. I don't mean the ones who died in the course of the actual war, but the others. Most of them faced rather tragic and unenviable ends. Along that personal voyage, the Mahabharata changes you, or so my wife tells me. I am no longer the person I was when I started it as an individual. That sounds cryptic, deliberately so. Anyone who reads the Mahabharata carefully is bound to change, discount the temporary, and place a premium on the permanent. To all those who have been part of that journey, including the readers, thank you. The original 10 volumes were published sequentially as they were completed between 2010 and 2014. Introduction. The Hindu tradition has an amazingly large corpus of religious texts spanning Vedas, Vedanta, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads, Vedangas, Smritis, Puranas, Dharmashastras, and Itihasa. For most of these texts, especially if one excludes classical Sanskrit literature, we don't quite know when they were composed and by whom. Not that one is looking for single authors. Some of the minor Puranas, Upapurana, are of later vintage. For instance, the Bhavishya Purana, which is often listed as a major Purana or Mahapurana, mentions Queen Victoria. In the listing of the corpus above figures Itihasa, translated into English as history. History doesn't entirely capture the nuance of Itihasa, which is better translated as this is indeed what happened. Itihasa isn't myth or fiction. It is a chronicle of what happened. It is fact, or so runs the belief. And Itihasa consists of India's two major epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. The former is believed to have been composed as poetry and the latter as prose. This isn't quite correct. The Ramayana has segments in prose and the Mahabharata has segments in poetry. Itihasa doesn't quite belong to the category of religious texts in a way that the Vedas and Vedanta are religious. However, the dividing line between what is religious and what is not is fuzzy. After all, Itihasa is also about attaining the objectives of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha.